I have completely functional website in front of me, front end code, back end code, entire thing. Drop in tickets and me in the chat box. Folks, we went from creating just like the UI UX to having the front end code. You guys can see, I didn't lift up my finger. It wrote the entire front end code for me, right? It wrote entire back end code for me, right? If you are using some sort of cloud provider, you can mention that it will write your code in that language, right? No problem with that. Can you launch this website? Absolutely, you can launch, right? You just have to host this website and you can like go live with this. Who is absolutely mind-blown? Who is absolutely mind-blown? Even without having prior knowledge, right? I tell you an honest thing, right? My Dadaji, I taught him how to create website, right? He does not have any kind of tech background. He is not even savvy with computers, right? Even he is able to write code and he is able to like publish websites, right? That's how powerful it is. That's how powerful it is. All right. Are you guys absolutely mind-blown? Are you guys absolutely mind-blown? Yes. I think you're so full. Absolutely, you guys are giving me energy, so I'm just reflecting that energy back to you, right? And I'm giving you a lot of bonus tools as well because absolutely like love the kind of energy you guys are giving me, right? Absolutely. Okay. All right, folks. All right. So now moving on to the next tool. Right? I taught you how to become a UI UX developer. I taught you how to like create entire front end code and back end code for it, right? Not only that. Let's say you created this website. Now you want to create mockups for this. Let's say you have a presentation for your clients or for yourself as well, and you want to create a presentation and you want to create mockup out of this, right? So, folks, would you like to know how you can create images like this, right? Yesterday I was sitting in front of pyramid with Mr. Steve Jobs. After that I was like jogging with Mr. Elon Musk and Donald Trump. I met Ronaldo, and you can see my students are getting certificate in such a cool format, right? Would you like to create something like that? To create mockups for your presentation, right? So the tool which I'm going to use is called as Gemini, right? You can use ChatGPT as well. It can also do the same thing, right? No problem in that. You can use whatever you want. I use Gemini. You can use ChatGPT. I also use ChatGPT, right? It also creates realistic images. Okay. So what I will do, I just simply screenshot this, right? Okay. From Stitch only, let me just screenshot it from Stitch only. Okay. So I just screenshot this. I'll paste it here. Right, I screenshotted this, I pasted it here, and I asked it to create me this image inside a laptop mockup. I want to use this mockup for my presentation tomorrow. Right, folks, my hands are right up in the air. So what did I tell you? So I want this image in laptop so that I can use it in my presentation. My presentation will look beautiful, right? So now let's see what kind of image it can create for me. So see, in same way, I can screenshot my certificate. I can upload one of my picture, and I've asked me like make me Iron Man holding this certificate, right? So whenever you are going to get a certificate from PTNX, just ask it to like XY this celebrity, right? Whoever your favorite celebrity is giving you that certificate, you can ask it to do that. Also, you can ask it to like make me Iron Man or like make me Ghibli style or make me Durandar style. Any style that you want, you can ask it to do it, and it will do it for you. Who is absolutely mind-blown? Right? So it will take some time, right? It will take some time, and it will generate that image for you, right? So I'll ask it to again generate image for me, okay, of this inside a laptop, okay. So it will take some time. It will take around 10-20 seconds, and it will generate for you, okay. Is it free? Absolutely, it's free, okay. Gemini does 100% absolute correct image. Absolutely, it can do the 100% correct image. So let me just I don't know why it is taking time. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it takes 20-30 seconds. But it can generate entire stuff for you, right? It can generate entire stuff for you. Okay. So it will take some time. In meanwhile, this was the bonus tool. Let's move on to the next tool, right? So folks, we learned how you can create mockups, how you can create any image that you want, how we can code, how we can write backend code, how you can become a UI UX developer as well, right? So now what is one remaining thing? Can you guys remember any of my ads, all the ads, right? So whatever promise that we delivered in told in ads, like let's deliver one promise everything right now, right? I tell creating app in 2 minutes. So by the way, folks, who would like to create a functioning app? Absolutely functioning app in just matter of 2 minutes. Me. And am I going to get study material? Folks, study material we are going to provide for absolutely free, but only for the folks who are going to attend the entire thing. The people who are present till the end of the workshop, only those people are going to get study material from us, right? And the recording we are not going to provide anyone. Okay? Okay, folks. Okay. So let's create functioning app, right? Let's say if you have requirement of creating a ERP, right? If you have requirement of creating a ERP, okay? So how much time do you think ERP or CRM, creating a custom ERP or CRM solution will take? How much time and money, like people who are from IT, can you guys tell me how much time and money it will take to create a functioning ERP or CRM? Or anything? Anything for that matter. 3 to 4 months, 10 lakh, 5 months, more than 1 year, right? Multiple sprints. 10 minutes after attending the BTNX workshop, you are wrong, Mr. Gaurav, right? Not 10 minutes, 2 minutes after attending the BTNX workshop, okay? Okay, alright, folks. So let's create a functioning app, right? Let's create a functioning app in just matter of seconds by using AI, right? The AI which we are going to use right now is called as Plot. All the tech is, folks, if you belong to tech background, if you are coding, if you are debugging, if you are deploying stuff, if you are doing data analysis, Claude is the best, right? Claude is the best by far, right? All of my friends who are working at like 500k, 600k salaries in US, they are using Claude for their work. All of my friends in India who are at executive level, they are also using Claude for their work. If you are working in IT, Claude is so far the best tool for you, right? So let's use Claude. Let's use Claude for creating something, right? So for Claude, it's Claude 3 absolutely. You can see I am also using free version of Claude, right? So just go to Claude.ai, right? Just go to Claude.ai. Claude.ai, right? Just go to Claude.ai, and here what you have to do, you just have to simply explain the requirements, right? So folks, for this example, what should we create? What kind of app should we create? Should we create an inventory management app for a restaurant? Should we create an inventory management app for a restaurant? Yes, right? Just for the example, travel booking app you can create food delivery app, you can create any app that you want. For this example of right now, I'm using example of restaurant inventory management app. Create me an inventory management app for my restaurant. This inventory management app should track all the inventories and price of that inventory. Not only that, it should be able to also track attendance of my employees, and also I have 5 locations, so it should be considerate of that as well. Okay, folks, I gave like very mediocre prompt, right? You guys can be really detailed with prompt. You guys can do big prompts in order to get better results, right? I'm just showing you example, demonstrating you. So I just used English language, and my hands are up in the air, right? My hands are up in the air right now. Claude will code the entire thing for me, right? Claude will code the entire thing for me. Okay. Who thinks I'll get the entire functioning app?
Hi, can you create a real estate website wherein I can have a clear flow of inserting images, pricing, and their name, location, all the details relevant to a real estate website wherein I can sell, can rent, I can
If you run a small firm, you can host the entire of your
lease.
code on some LLM, right? You can ask it to do changes in code, and it will do on your behalf, right? That's what is happening right around the world. Just imagine how much salary hike or how much in demand the people are going to be who know how to work with AI. Can you imagine that, folks? Can you imagine that? Yes. So folks. So it did entire thing in the backend, and who is absolutely mad? It has created me the functioning app, right? It has created me the functioning app. Right now, it created the front end, right? Right now, it created the front end. So now it is creating the backend for me. Who is absolutely mad? It has already created my front end in just like matter of minutes, right? So I can add item, I can do anything I want, right? I already created one. You can see right over here. So it will take some time. So I created this restaurant OS, like simple prompt I gave create me a CRM for inventory tracking of my restaurant. So you can see it is a functioning app. I can add inventory, I can subtract inventory, I can do whatever I want. Who is is absolutely manual? Who is absolutely manual? Just drop in AMB in the chat box, right? So let's say I have tomatoes, I can add inventory, right? So here I can click on what are the low stock items, what are the produce, what are the meat, like whatever I want, right? In case of employees, I can add employee, right? I can add address for employee, I can do anything I want. Who is absolutely manual? And it took like 2 minutes. It took entirety of 2 minutes, right? You can host this and you can create multiple softwares, right? Right now in my organization, whoever needs some use case to be done, we create software on demand, right? We create software on demand. That's how easy it has become, right? That's how easy it has become. Yes. Now, tell me one thing honestly, who is having confidence of building entire apps? Even without having any tech background, with having any tech background, who is having confidence of creating UI UX? Who is having confidence of creating entire apps? Me. Honestly, tell me one thing. Did you guys think this was possible? Did you guys think this was possible? Right? No. Yes. Yeah, possible is business. Thanks a lot. All right. By the folks, I would like to know one more thing, right? We created entire app. We created front end. We created back end. We consume knowledge like in a 10x way, right? What is one more thing? What is one more thing which every working professional has to do? It is data analysis. It is data analysis. Whatever data that you are generating, you need to analyze that data. Make sense? Make sense? Folks, would you like to analyze data using AI? Would you like to analyze data using AI? Yes. Will that be like, sir, like analyzing data in 10x fashion by using AI? Yes. Absolutely. So, Aditya, would you like to like show everyone how everyone can analyze their data by using AI in just matter of minutes without having any prior knowledge?
Perfect. Guys, before I go into that, how many of you feel that we have already lived up to a promise which we gave earlier, 2 hours of your time every single day? I promised you that, right? Whatever Kachave has taught you so far, Notebook LM, Google Stitch, UI UX, like building apps, building websites, not having to type anymore. How many of you feel that we have already lived up to that promise? How many of you feel so? Much more than that, crazy, superb.
Just with notebook it is 10x per source until my portion like up to upwards of this I feel it is 100x per source. So feels like right now itself it is 100x per source. Even like before going into data analysis, a lot many awesome tools, right? Drop me 100x in the chat box. Yes. Absolutely love this energy. Yeah.
Super. Now, guys, tell me, how many of you find it absolutely too time consuming? Like you are spending maximum of your day in Excel, in doing data analysis, in doing that, in creating reports, etc., and it is just so time taking. How many of you face this particular problem for yourself? Face this? Yes. Tell me something. If I give you a data set like this, okay? If I give you a data set like this, which is the data of Asian Paints, equity data of Asian Paints, basically the stock market data of Asian Paints from 1st July 2024 to 30th June 2025, basically last year, okay? Till middle of last year, 1st July 2024 to 30th June 2025, we have the equity Asian Paints data. If I tell you that you need to do a thorough analysis of this particular data and give me key from it and do a lot more analysis on it, make a dashboard out of it, what do you think? How much time will it take you in order to do the analysis, in order to make a report, in order to make an Excel dashboard out of it? What do you think? How much time will it take you? 3 hours, 5 hours, 1 day, 3 to 4 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours, 1 day, 3 days, at least 2 to 3 hours, 7 hours. Okay, I see a lot of different sort of responses in the chat box. Guys, what if I tell you that, okay, let's see what is the time that we take in order to do this sort of a data analysis. So what is the tool that we'll be using for this? Guys, tool number 6 for the day in order to do data analysis is Julius AI. How does Julius work? Let's see it with the help of a demo. So what I'll be doing, I'll be simply going to julius.ai. Once I go to julius.ai, I can go ahead and make a free account for myself. Yes, you can go ahead and make a free account for yourself. Even I'm using the free version of Julius itself. Once you go and make a free account for yourself, you will be seeing a window like this where you can chat with Julius. Okay, where you can chat with Julius. So what I'll be doing, I will be going ahead and attaching this data set which I wanted to analyze. So let me go ahead, click on upload file, and let me attach this particular data set which I want to analyze, the equity data of Asian Paints that we just saw a few seconds back. Okay, now what I'll be doing, now once let it read the data first, and then I'll be giving it a prompt. Okay, so whatever information that we are entering into any AI system is called as prompt, and the better the input you give, the better is the output that we get. What is this particular thing called? The better the input that we give, the better is the output that we get. This particular art is called as prompt engineering. Okay, it is called called as prompt engineering. Drop in PE in the chat box if you now understand what it means to be a prompt engineer. Like you might have heard this particular buzzword, the hottest job of this particular century, etc., etc. But what is a prompt engineer? A person who gives a good prompt, because if you give a good prompt, you get a good output. Okay, now you don't need to worry about it. I just give this information, additional information. Now, once you have uploaded this data set to the Julius, what you will tell Julius? Analyze this data set and give me key insights from it. I gave it a very simple prompt that analyze this data set and give me key insights from it. And now let me hit a enter. Now let me hit a enter. Now once I hit a enter over here, I have a very simple prompt. Okay, guys, my hands right here in front of all of you. Okay, my hands right here in front of all of you. Let's see what exactly does Julius do. Okay, Julius is writing a few lines of code in Python. Like not just a few lines, writing a lot of lines in Python. Let's see what it is able to do for us. Okay, again writing few more lines. I'm sure all of the big folks who are attending this meeting, they would be understanding all of this and they would be just going bonkers with it. Let's just wait for a few seconds to see how this particular code gives us the output that we are looking for. Okay, so you can see over here, guys, 1st July 2024 to 30th June 2025. 249 trading days, it has given me the entire performance for analysis for that. Okay, price performance total return over the 5 period minus 20%. Annualized return was this, what were the big moves, what were the drawdowns, what was the liquidity snapshot, what was the weekly pattern, what were the visuals that it generated. It has given a list for the same as well. Guys, I did not even ask it to generate visuals and it has created few visualizations for me. Closing price versus date, drawdown percentage versus date, count versus daily return percentage, and it has created all of these visualizations which I did not even ask it to create. How many of you are mind blown by this simple prompt which I gave and the sort of output it was able to create for us? Okay, so this is certain analysis that we have done, but we won't stop over here. We won't stop over here. How many of you think that in your office, when you are giving this sort of an analysis, when you have done this sort of an analysis, you would definitely be needing to present this sort of an information in your office? How many of you feel this sort of an information you need to form of PowerPoint file? Important, right? You cannot just show this to this window that I have done this analysis. You need to show some sort of you need to represent it. And PowerPoint file is one of the most accepted way. So what will I be doing? Will I be creating a PowerPoint file from scratch? Let's not do that. What I'll be doing, I'll be going to Julius and I'll be giving it a prompt like this. Okay, again using Whisper Flow to give the prompt, I'll be just speaking it out. Okay. Okay, so I want to create a PowerPoint file for the same as well as I want to present it in a meeting in front of everyone in my office. So give me a link to download a PowerPoint presentation file which contains all the important visualizations that you have done out of this analysis. Okay, so I give it this sort of a prompt. I don't know whether it will work for us, whether it will be able to create me a PowerPoint file. Let's just see whether it is able to do it for me. Okay, again it has started to write a few lines of code. Let's see if it is able to create a PowerPoint presentation file. By the way, how many of you feel it would be absolutely amazing if it can give us a downloadable PowerPoint file right out of this? We do not need to go to any other platform, do not need to do anything. Let's see if it is able to give that to us. Okay, it would be really amazing. I know it would be really amazing and it would be really helpful to all of you, and that is what we are here for. We are here to help you. Let's see what it does for us. Okay, again, it is giving me the answer. It is telling me that I have created a PowerPoint presentation file and I see this blue color link with .pptx. Let me click over here. If I click over here, it will so see it has started to download. Now it has downloaded. Let me click over here. Once I click over here, guys, I want the biggest MB in the chat box. If you are mind blown to see that we have from a few seconds back, we had just this raw data set. We have already done analysis on this data set, created visualizations out of it, and now we have a full-fledged PowerPoint file as well with us, which we can actually show in the meeting that we are going into. Mind blown, mind blown. But we won't stop over here. What is the problem that you see with this PPT? How many of you realize that this particular presentation is not presentable at the moment? It is very vanilla, very plain presentation, which I cannot present in front of everyone in my office. Agree with me? Very vanilla presentation, right? Yes. So how about we beautify this particular presentation inside Microsoft PowerPoint itself? Yes, that is how the students of our community work. Like they do everything with the help of AI. So if I need to beautify this particular presentation, I won't use those age-old PowerPoint versions. I will be using the latest version of Microsoft Office 365. And when I go to the Home tab over there, you see this Designer tab. So I will be now if I click over here, again, like a video, it is playing one more presentation, this thing I have, design I have with me. Okay, like this, you can see over here, these are the various sort of designs and options it has given us, and you can choose any one which you like, any one which you like. Let's say if you like this, you can choose this. If you want to see more design options, you can choose this. If you go over here, click on the second slide, again, depending on whatever design you choose in the first slide, it will give you more options. So I can go ahead and choose something like this. Again, if I click on the third slide, and I can go ahead and click on something like this. Go to the fourth slide, go ahead and again click on the design option, which is automatically suggesting. How it is automatically suggesting? Because of the AI in this music, like we are being able to do all of this. How many of you feel that this is a 10x method of creating presentations? The way that we just did right now. 10x drop in of previous 10x in the chat box. If you think that this is a 10x method, guys, in a matter of 2 seconds, okay, I have this absolutely amazing presentation right here in front of me, which is beautified, which is all of that with the help of AI. I did not even have to do anything at all, and I've been able to make this sort of presentation. But if we stop over here, along with making a present, we have done the analysis, we have made a PowerPoint file. But how many of you feel that along with the PowerPoint presentation file, there are a lot of times that we need to present an Excel dashboard as well. There are a lot of times there is requirement from your team members, from your seniors, from your from your team, that we need to see an Excel dashboard for the same as well. How many of you feel that is the case for you? Excel dashboard, that you need to show an Excel dashboard very frequently. Yes, very frequently. Yes. So again, will I go to Excel and create a dashboard from scratch? I won't do that. What I'll be doing, I'll be going to Julius and telling Julius, so along with this PowerPoint presentation file, I need an Excel dashboard as well. Okay. So can you give me a link to download an Excel file which contains an additional sheet called dashboard? In that dashboard sheet, can you add an Excel dashboard with all of the visualizations that we have already created so far? Okay, so I gave it this particular prompt, okay, to give me a link to download an Excel file with a sheet called dashboard, and in that sheet dashboard I want all of this visuals to be there. So let's see if Julius is able to help us with this as well. Okay, so we'll again wait for a few seconds. We'll wait for a few seconds for Julius to do some magic. How many of you feel that Julius is actually doing some sort of a magic in the background and giving us final version of everything that we are looking for? Magic? Drop in magic in the chat box if you think that it is actually doing some sort of magic in the backend. Magic? Yes? Let's see. Let's see if it is able to help us with what we are looking for. Okay. Okay. Alright. Are you using Whisper Flow for voice commands? Yes, I am using Whisper Flow for voice commands. You are absolutely right about it. Okay. So you can see over here, I have gotten some sort of a downloadable Excel file link. Let me click on that. I don't know whether it will work for me. Let's see. It is downloading. I click over here. Let me expand this, and guys, I can see that it has given me certain thing, but I see this dashboard. How many of you see this dashboard sheet? We asked it to create a dashboard subsheet, right? So it has created a dashboard sheet. Let me click over here. Guys, drop in a boom in the chat box. Okay, drop in a boom in the chat box if you are mind blown about the fact that we asked it to create a separate sheet of named dashboard with the entire all the visualizations over here, and we have that in a matter of few seconds. Boom, boom, amazing. Arthur, what about my data security? How many of you are concerned about your data security? Hey, I don't want to upload my data in Julius, etc. Guys, by the way, all your data is already out there with the big text. Okay, but still, if you want to do this entire analysis, how many of you want to do this entire analysis inside Microsoft Excel itself? How many of you want to do this entire analysis inside Microsoft Excel itself? Okay, if you want to do that, what I'll be doing, I'll be going to this original data sheet. Okay, I'll be going to this original data sheet, and again, whenever a problem is thrown at a student or at a member of my community, what do they do? Okay, they do not worry about it, they don't ponder about it. What they do, they try to solve that particular problem, solve it with the help of AI. So if my data security is a concern, what I'll be doing, I'll be using the AI features inside Microsoft Excel in order to create an Excel dashboard for me. So what I'll be doing, again, I'll be using the latest version of Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Office 365, and when I go to the home tab, do you see this analyze data button on the top right hand side of my screen? Do you see this analyze data button? Yes. Perfect. So what I'll be doing, I'll be clicking on this analyze data button. Once I click on this analyze data button, okay, I have certain things here with me. Okay, there is this insert pivot table button over here. So let me click over there. A pivot table has been created. Okay, if I go to the sheet again, there's some insert chart. Let me click over here. Guys, one chart created for me in a matter of 2 clicks. I clicked on analyze data, I clicked on insert chart, visualization done. Again, if I click over here, pivot table and pivot chart both created in the matter of 1 click. If I click over here, one more chart created for me. Okay, one more chart created for me. Like this, if I click over here, there are 41 different visualizations which has been created for me within Microsoft Excel. Even without leaving Microsoft Excel, I have been able to do that. How many of you are mind blown by this? Mind blown by this, that I have been able to create 41 different visualizations without even leaving Microsoft Excel. Without even leaving Microsoft Excel. And you can see over here, there are so many pivot tables, pivot charts, all of it created in a matter of few seconds. I have been able to do all of this. Okay, all of this. So guys, this is how we create a wow impression in front of everyone in our office by doing our work faster. But how many of you feel like this sort of a Excel dashboard or this sort of a PowerPoint presentation file or this sort of an analysis, everyone else in my office, even though they will take more time, maybe they take 1 week to do it, but still they will be able to do it. They will be able to do it. I want to create an absolute wow impression. I want to do things fast, but I want to do things which actually create, whenever I am presenting in the next meet, everyone should go bonkers about it. How many of you want to create a wow impression in front of everyone in your office in the next meet? Drop in wow in the chat box if you want to create that wow impression. Okay, so for that, what we'll be doing, what I'll be telling Julius, okay, I'll be going ahead and telling Julius, okay, so I want to create a wow impression in front of everyone in my office in the next meeting. So can you give me a link to download a 3D dynamic interactive visualization out of this data set? Okay, so I give this sort of a prompt. Okay, I give this sort of a prompt. I'll wait for a few seconds for Julius to again do some sort of a magic. Okay, Julius back in my magic. It is doing some sort of a magic. Let's wait for it for us to see what is the magic it does for us this time. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Again, writing a few lines of code. It is generating some HTML string, I guess. Let's see what it is doing for us next. So it is printing something. Now guys, how many of you are mind blown? Drop in the biggest MB in the chat box if you see what exactly is happening on your screen. Julius, right now, live in front of everyone, it is creating a 3D dynamic interactive visualization for all of you. For all of us, it is being able to do that live. You can see over here. You can see over here how it is doing that. This is how you create a wow impression in front of everyone in your office. And that too, it has given us a HTML link for the same as well. If I click on this HTML link, okay, if I click on this HTML link, it will be able to download the same for me. If I click on this and I get an interactive 3D dynamic interactive visualization, able to fill all of this, and then I can play around with this data. I can zoom in it, I can rotate it, I can do whatever I want, and I will be like able to create that wow impression. You can see over here, I can play around with it, I can look at different angles of it, I can zoom in, I can zoom out, whatever it is, I can do all of that. Biggest MB in the chat box, biggest MB in the chat box. Yes, yes, that is perfect. That is perfect. So guys, that is how we do data analysis with the help of AI. But we do not stop over it. We do not stop over it. Tell me, how many of you feel that you are not getting enough interview calls for the jobs that you are applying for? If you are applying for a lot of jobs, Artha, I want to switch my job. Artha, I want to get a new job for myself. Artha, I want to get a first job for myself. Artha, I have had a lot of career gaps. I have not been working for the last few months. I want a new job for myself. I really want to do it, but there are not enough interview calls for the I am getting for the jobs that I am applying for. How many of you are really facing this particular problems? Really facing this problem that applying to jobs but not getting called for interviews? Guys, what is the reason behind that? It is because if your resume is itself not getting selected, it is because of the ATS score of your resume, whether your resume is ATS friendly or not, whether it is applicant tracking system, that is the full form of ATS, whether your resume is ATS friendly or not, that is what decides whether you are getting shortlisted for interview rounds or not. Okay, so that is why it is very important that you make your resume ATS friendly. And guys, in order to make your resume ATS friendly, we have built a tool in-house for all of you. Do you want me to show that tool? How, with the help of this in-house tool that I'll be providing to all of you along with the notes of the session, you can make your normal resume into an ATS friendly resume. Do you want me to show it to you? Yes, yes. Let me go ahead and show it to you. So guys, this is the B10x's ATS resume generator. How does it work? Let's see it with the help of a demo. So I'll be going to this ATS resume generator. You will be getting access to this resume generator along with the notes of the session. You do not need to worry about it. So what you need to do over here, once you go to B10X's ATS resume generator, it is asking me to please enter your resume. So what I'll be doing, I'll be attaching my resume over here. Let me go ahead and attach my resume over here. Once I attach my resume, what it is telling me, please enter the job description of the job that you're applying for. Okay, please enter the job description. Okay, let me, I think, yeah, I need to attach it once again. Let me do that. Okay, and it is telling me please enter the job description of the job that you're applying for. So let me go ahead and share it, the job description of the job I want to apply for. Let's say I want to apply for the job of a prompt engineer. Okay, I can go for any prompt engineering job, which I can see out there. So what I'll be doing, I can go to any prompt engineering job and I will copy the job description of that particular job. Okay, I'll copy the job description of that particular job. Once I copy this job description, what I'll be doing, I'll be pasting it over here. Now I just simply need to hit the enter over here. I need to hit the enter, and guys, my hands will be right here in front of everyone. Do you see the ATS score of my present resume? Do you see the ATS score of my present resume? It is just 32 out of 100. Do you think with an ATS score of 32, I would have ever been shortlisted for this sort of a job? I would have ever been shortlisted. I would have never been shortlisted. Okay, never been shortlisted with an ATS score of 32, and that is what is happening to you. Applicant tracking system score for you would be much lower, and that is why software itself rejects your resumes, and that is why you're never called for interviews. So why it is low? It is giving me the reason for that, and it is telling me the target ATS score after optimization, projected score. After it optimizes my resume, my ATS score is bound to increase to 82 out of 100. 82 out of 100. So what are the key fix strategies? What is the optimized resume? So it has given me the optimized resume as well for myself, and it has given me what changed, and this is the honest feedback. So if you want 95 plus ATS score at real GitHub projects, etc., it is telling me all of that. So this way, I have been able to modify my resume from an ATS score of 32 to actually ATS score of 82. How many of you feel this would be a game changer for you? Drop in GC in the chat box if you think it would be a game changer for you, that going forward you do not have to actually worry about getting shortlisted in interviews with this ATS hack which I have given to all of you. Game changer, GC game changer. Okay, and it has given me the optimized resume as well. We can ask it, so can you give me this entire resume in latex format or something, via which I can simply download this resume in a format. Okay, so I can answer, I can ask this sort of a question, and it will be able to give me a downloadable version of my resume as well. You can see over here, it is writing my entire resume in latex format, and once it does that, I can simply download it, use a latex code software, and my entire resume done in a proper formatted manner. All of it with the help of AI done in a matter of few seconds. Guys, our resumes though will get shortlisted. Okay, our resumes will get shortlisted. How many of you want me to show one more bonus tool via which once your resume gets shortlisted, okay, we how many of you feel this is a real problem for you, that you do not have enough confidence to crack job interviews? Like how to practice for job interviews, speech coaches and all are very expensive, and the others whom I know, they are not so well versed with the topic that they can be my interviewer, etc. A lot of such problems. How many of you would want me to cover this as one more bonus in the chat box? If you want me to cover this bonus tool where I teach you how you actually practice for your job interviews going forward as well. Bonus, want me to cover? Okay, so guys, bonus tool for you. How do you go about practicing for your job interviews going forward? With the help of ChatGPT itself, but not using ChatGPT in a normal manner. We use the voice mode feature of ChatGPT. So what I'll be doing, I'll be going to this particular ChatGPT window itself. Okay, guys, by the way, you have this downloadable latex code format of your resume over here. You can simply download it and you have it ready with you. Okay, as simple as that. Now, but if I need to practice for my interview, what I'll be doing, guys, do you see this voice icon over here in my ChatGPT window on the bottom right, where you can see my mouse? Use voice button is over here. So what I'll be doing, I will be clicking on this use voice button. Hey, so what I want you to act as an interviewer for me and help me prepare for this particular job, which for which the job description I have already attached above. So act as an interviewer and help me prepare for this particular job interview.
Absolutely. Let's get you ready. I'll take on the role of the interviewer, and we'll tackle likely questions. We'll focus on your technical approach, experience in problem solving. How about we start with, can you walk me through a challenging prompt engineering problem you solved or would solve?
I don't know the answer to that particular question. Can you give me the answer to that question as well?
No worries, let's build a sample approach. Imagine a scenario where a summarization problem is producing inconsistent.
Guys, how many of you are mind blown by this? Truly mind blown by this? Drop in truly mind blown in the chat box if you are truly mind blown by this. 100x MB, TMB, truly mind blown, truly mind blown. That is superb. That is amazing. So that is how you prepare for your interviews going forward using this voice mode feature of of practicing for your interviews, public speaking, any sort of speech you need to give. You can practice it with the help of this particular voice mode feature of ChatGPT. Okay, but guys, resume sorted so far, interview sorted so far. But what is the real problem? Either morning 9 to evening, I am working in my office. Then I come back, I have dinner, I spend time with my family. Then I do not get the time to apply for jobs. How to search for jobs? How to apply for jobs? When to find a time for it? Monday to Friday goes in this. Saturday, Sunday, of course, I need to relax a bit. I need to roam around with my family, meet my friends, etc., etc. It is just not possible for me to take out the time to find relevant job opportunities for me and then to apply over there as well. How many of you feel it's a real problem statement for you that you are not being able to find good, high-paying jobs where you can apply basis on your resume? Me, don't have the time. You're not being able to find such job opportunities for you, not being able to find it in any of the platforms. So guys, for that we'll be using this particular tool by Perplexity, which is called as Comet. Okay, which is called as Comet. What is Comet? Comet is an agentic browser software. Okay, how does it work? Let's see it with the help of a demo. So what I'll be doing, I'll be going to Comet, which is an agentic AI browser, and I'll be telling Comet. Okay, let me go ahead and tell it of Comet. Go to my LinkedIn profile and find me high-paying prompt engineering jobs in Delhi, Bombay, or Bangalore. Okay, I am also attaching my resume here with. You can use my resume in order to apply for these job opportunities as well. Okay, guys, I have given it a prompt and let me attach my resume here with as well. Okay, very simple prompt. Agree with me? Very simple prompt. Agree with me? Very simple prompt. Yes. Okay, we are using Comet. Okay, and let me click on enter over here. Guys, my hands right here in front of all of you. Can you all see? Drop in a MB in the chat box. My hands right here in front of all of you. And Comet has automatically been able to open my LinkedIn profile. Automatically. And now you can see. You all can see over here. Let me show it to you. Okay, if I click over here, it is showing what exactly it is doing. It is firstly now reading the entire LinkedIn page which it has opened up. Now, using this particular information, it is updating the task list for job search as well. You can see over here, now it has automatically gone to the job search platform and it has looking for prompt engineering jobs. Now you can see how it will be able to shortlist jobs basis on my preferences, basically my city preferences, basis my prompt job role preferences, basis my salary expectations, basis everything, and then it will utilize my resume in order to apply on these jobs as well. All of it automatically without even touching my keyboard. I am being able to do all of it. How many of you are absolutely mind blown? Like you feel what exactly is happening, Aditya? Like what exactly are you showing us? Mind blown. So you just give it one prompt, attach your resume, it finds job opportunities for you, it applies on those job opportunities for you, all of it automatically without any sort of intervention. And you can see all of the steps over here as well that it is following. Just like a human would have done, it is doing all of these steps by itself. Okay, we can see it after some time that it would have applied. You can see over here now it has put in location filters as well. It has started to put location filters because I had asked it Delhi, Bombay. You can see over here, guys. Did you see what did it just do? Bangalore, Mumbai, Noida, Gurugram. I told it Bangalore, Mumbai, and Delhi. It automatically chose Noida and Gurugram as well because I gave Delhi as one of my preference options. How many of you feel that is amazing? How smart AI has gotten that it is being able to do all of it automatically. Okay, so we'll see it after some time that it will apply on jobs using my resume as well on my behalf. Okay, guys, this was about job application. Okay, now guys, tell me how many of you would want this particular agentic AI browser, Comet browser? How many of you want the premium version of ChatGPT, premium version of Gemini for completely free? How many of you want it? Want it? So guys, we'll be covering this as well towards the end of this session. We'll show you how you can get this Comet agentic browser, ChatGPT premium version, Gemini, all of it for completely free. We'll be showing as one more bonus from our side towards the end of this particular session. Alright, cool. Chalo. Now let's move on to tool number 9 for the day. What is it? How many of you want to see how my personal assistant works 24 into 7 for me. Works 24 into 7 for me. And what if I tell you that my personal assistant is not a human? What if I tell you that my personal assistant is not a human? My personal assistant is an agentic AI employee. Is an agentic AI employee which works 24 into 7 without any sort of breaks, without looking at the time at 3 a.m. at night, at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, at 9 p.m. at night, whenever I want, at 6 a.m. in the morning. It will work for me. That is the power of my personal assistant, which is an agentic AI assistant for me and works 24 into 7. How many of you want to see my personal assistant, an agentic AI employee in action? Want to see it? Want to see it? So guys, the tool we'll be using for the same is called as N8N. How does N8N work? Let's see it with the help of a demo. So via N8N, you can automate your workflows, integrate apps, streamline tasks, all of it. How does it work? Let's see it with the help of a demo. So what I'll be doing, I'll be simply going to n8n.io. Once I go over here, I can go ahead and create a free account for myself. Once I create a free account for myself, we'll be able to see a screen something like this. Okay, we'll be able to see a screen like this. Once we see a screen like this, okay, you can go ahead and create a workflow for yourself. Okay, you can go ahead and create a workflow for yourself. Very simple drag and drop workflows. Very simple drag and drop workflows. You do not need to have deep coding knowledge or anything in order to create such workflows. So guys, I have created my agentic AI workflow over here, which is an AI agent, my personal assistant. Okay, so everything that all the tools that I use in my office, I have connected all of these tools over here so that my AI agent can work as my personal assistant as well. Okay, my AI agent can work as my personal assistant as well. Okay, so very simple AI agent. So how does it work? How does it work? I have connected it to my Telegram. So whenever I want it to do any sort of work, I do not go to my Gmail, I do not go to my Google Calendar, I do not go to my Slack, I do not do anything. I simply go to my Telegram. Okay, I simply go to my Telegram and I give it a prompt and it gives me the answer for it. And it gives me the answer. Okay, how many of you want to see my personal assistant in action right now, right over here itself? Want to see it? Want to see it? See, let's see how my personal assistant works over here. Okay, so what I'll be doing, I'll be simply going to Telegram and I'll be giving a task. Okay, okay, so I was not able to attend any of the meetings yesterday. Can you give me a list of all the meetings which happened yesterday? Okay, so I give it this prompt and guys, we'll wait for a few seconds. Let's see what exactly happens over here. Okay, I have given it a prompt and okay, it has not taken in the prompt yet. If it does not work, what we'll be doing, we'll be opening the window once again and it shall work for you. Okay, so let me just open the workflow once again. So I think that will work better. Okay, let me reload it once. Once I reload it, let me give it the prompt once again. Okay, it is load. Okay, so guys, I already got the answer the last time. For some reason, I was not able to see the agent in action over here, but I've already gotten the answer. Do you see over here? Okay, I was here is the list that happened yesterday along with the timings for the same. I have gotten the list of all the meetings which happened in my organization with the help of this personal assistant that I have created for myself. How many of you feel that this is absolutely mind-blowing? Drop an A, M, B in the chat box if you feel that this is absolutely mind-blowing. Okay, I will not have to go to my Google Calendar, will not have to ask anyone in my organization, will not have to do anything, will not have to do anything. I simply have to ask my bot about it, my personal assistant about it, and it will be able to do all of the work for on my behalf and be able to give the information to me. Let's say I say that. Okay, so I was not able to, as I mentioned, I was not able. Let me remove this prompt. So can you give me a summary of whatever happened in the AI TV product stand-up? You can list down everything in a bullet point format in a summary manner. Okay, so I give it this sort of a prompt. Let's see. Guys, can you see this AI agent in action this time around? Do you see this rotating and this taking in inputs and everything? Drop in action in the chat box if you all can see my AI agent in action right now. Drop in action in the chat box. Action. So it has taken in the prompt from the Telegram thing which I entered my hands right over here. I don't have to do anything, and it has been able to generate the entire summary of the AITP product stand-up which I missed yesterday. which I missed yesterday, the entire summary of the stand-up right here in front of me. How many of you feel this is absolutely mind-blowing? Absolutely mind-blowing. AMV, okay, summary of the entire meeting created for me. And that is not it. That is not it. Let's say I want to have a physical meeting with Kachave. Okay, so I want to have a physical meeting with Kachave tomorrow at 8 p.m. So that too in Park Street. So can you find me good coffee places and set up a calendar event in his calendar as well, so that we can meet tomorrow at 8 p.m. Okay, so I give it this sort of a prompt, and let's see. Guys, can you all see the AI agent in action once again? Can you all see it? Drop in a yes in the chat box if you all can see this AI agent in action once again. Yes, yes. Okay, so it is being able to configure all of this information for me, and you can see over here that it has your physical coffee meeting with Kajave is scheduled for tomorrow 8 p.m. at Park Street, Kolkata, and it has been able to figure out a few good coffee places in the Park Street area as well. Okay, few good coffee places in Park Street as well. It has been able to figure out and set up the calendar event in Kajave's calendar as well. Amazing, amazing. I don't have to call anyone. I don't have to message anyone. I don't have to ask anyone in my team to do it. All of this I'm being able to do with the help of just my Telegram bot, because I have connected all the tools and my AI agent is working for me 24 into 7. It was able to attend the meetings on my behalf. It was able to set up a calendar with Kajame on my behalf, was able to do all of these tasks on my behalf via just communicating it with Telegram. But this is how I operate my personal assistant. Okay, but how many of you feel that there are a lot of instances that you don't have your system? I don't have my laptop, I don't have my desktop handy with me, but still I got an urgent work to do via a file present in my system. There could be an Excel file presentation which I need to access in my system, but I do not have my system right here with me. How many of you face this particular problem? Like, okay, you could be in Switzerland, okay, you could be in Switzerland, you could be in the USA, you could be anywhere in the world, and if you want to access files in your desktop which is lying here in India, how do you go about accessing it? How do you go about accessing it? Will you call someone and ask someone to open your laptop, give them their password, do this, then do this, then do this, please send it to me, I will do the work, etc., etc.? Will you go ahead and do something like that? Will you go ahead and do something like that? I won't go ahead and do something like that. What I'll be doing, I will actually be controlling my desktop remotely, even without someone else being present with my desktop. Without even someone being present in my desktop, I will be able to control my desktop via the agentic platforms which I have set up in my desktop and in my phone as well. Guys, what am I talking about? What exactly am I talking about? Although, what are you talking about? I'm not being able to understand, not being able to comprehend. Let's see it with the help of a demo. Okay, let's see it with the help of a demo. Guys, tool number 10 for the day. We are talking about the dispatch mode feature of Claude AI itself. OpenClaw, like in the beginning of 2026, it was an absolute boom. How many of you saw news about that of OpenClaw? Yes, yes. You saw it? Okay, even if you did not see it, a lot of you saw such news, even if you did not see it. Okay, so we'll be trying to do the exact same thing with the help of Claude. Okay, how does it work? I'll be opening Claude desktop in my system. Okay, I'll be opening Claude desktop in my system. And once I open Claude desktop in my system, okay, in fact, you do not have to do it. I'm just showing it for your demo. Okay, what I need to actually do, because I am present in Switzerland and my desktop is present in India, what I'll be doing, I'll be actually opening my phone as step number 1. Okay, I'll be opening my phone as step number 1. How many of you can see my phone? Okay, let me just remove the background effect for once, and then I hope you all can see my phone window. Okay, so what I'll be doing, I'll be opening Claude over here. Okay, I'll be opening Claude in my system. I hope you all can see Claude in my system over here. Yes, yes. In my laptop, in my phone video, I hope you all can see it. So what I'll be doing, I'll be going to the dispatch mode feature in Claude. Okay, I'll be going to the dispatch mode feature in Claude. Once I go to this dispatch mode feature in Claude, I will now start to give it a prompt. Okay, I will start to give it a prompt. You can see over here this dispatch mode feature over here. Nothing is entered so far. This is all previous information which is there. Okay, you can see without controlling my laptop right now, what I'll be doing right now. Okay, I'll give it a prompt. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I want to show my phone right now, and then I'll show my screen. Okay, so guys, you all can see my phone right now. Let me go ahead and give it a prompt. Okay, let me go ahead and give it a prompt. Alright, so I'll again use the voice mode feature over here. Hey, so I want to analyze an equity data Asian. Okay, so let me give it the prompt once again. In the AI tools workshop folder on my desktop, there is an Excel file of Asian Paints equity data. What I want you to do is analyze the data in that file very thoroughly and make me a detailed report on it along with the visualization for the same. Okay, so guys, I gave it a prompt. You all see the prompt on my phone? Can you all see the prompt on my phone? Yes, yes, you all can see it? Yes. So let me just hit it and enter. Now I'll share my screen as well so that you all can see what is happening. Okay, now let me put a enter over here. Okay, now let me put an enter in my phone. I have not accessed my laptop, guys. I have not accessed my laptop. I gave the information over there. How many of you saw that information came in my laptop automatically? How many of you saw that this information came in my laptop automatically? Saw it? Yes, yes, automatically it came. I gave the prompt on my phone. It did the work automatically on my laptop. It was able to access the files in my laptop as well automatically. It has done this analysis for me via the equity data of Asian Paints equity data file which we had used earlier, and it has given me a HTML link for the same which is there in my phone as well. Okay, which is there in my phone. I hope you all can see the HTML on my phone. If I click over here, you all can see I have gotten something. Okay, I have gotten something. Let me show that to all of you. Okay, let me show that to all of you what exactly we have gotten. Let me open the downloads file. Okay, okay, so I've gotten some sort of a HTML link. Guys, drop in the biggest MB. Okay, drop in the biggest MB in the chat box, because without actually accessing my laptop, I have been able to. Okay, I have been able to. You all can see. I hope. Let me stop my screen share so that all of you can see. I have been able to access the files in my system and been able to do this entire analysis without even accessing my laptop. I was able to do that. Claude did all of it for me, even without me being present in front of my system. So next time you could be sitting in Switzerland and you could still be operating your entire desktop completely remotely, even without any sort of human intervention at all. How many of you are like, you are just flabbergasted? You are like truly mind blown. Arthur, what did you just show? If laptop is shut down, it does not matter. Claude will be able to access that for you. How many of you are truly mind blown? Drop in the biggest mind blown in the chat box, because guys, what I just showed to you, it will be super useful for each and everyone present over here going forward. You could be on a vacation, you could be on a holiday, you could be spending weekend with your family, and still, if you have any sort of urgent work, you can get all of that work done via simply your phone. You do not need your desktop for it. Amazing, amazing. That is superb. And guys, we have a lot of more such tools to cover. But before covering more tools and more learning for the day, how many of you feel it is very important for us to summarize whatever we have learned? Because we have learned a lot. It is very important for us to summarize whatever we have learned before we move on to more learnings for the day. Agree with me? Agree with me? Yes. Yes. Gajavil, would you like to summarize whatever we have learned so far before we move on to more learnings for the day?
Absolutely, folks. Like, because I don't want all of you to get confused. So let's summarize whatever we have learned, and we have a lot of learning going forward as well, right? So, folks, first of all, we learned how you can consume knowledge like a CEO, right? Literally, I'm using this tool every day. Notebook is one of the most powerful tools. We started with that. After that, we learned how you don't have to type in your entire life. Just use Vistalo and forget about typing. We saw how you can use Google Stitch to become a UI UX developer and create UI for any kind of website or app in just matter of clicks. We saw how you can code entire front-end and back-end of this particular UI in Google AI Studio without having any prior knowledge or without having any technical knowledge as well. We built entire app, right? We built entire app in just matter of minutes by using Claude, right? And it took like maybe 2 minutes, right? It took just 2 minutes. And after that, we saw how you can analyze data, like top 1% by using Julius without having any prior knowledge, right? By using Julius AI. After that, we saw how you can, we saw the 10x resume hack where we optimize your ATS score, right? So that likelihood of you getting a job, likelihood of you cracking your next job interview will be really high by using our 10x resume hack and this custom GPT you are going to get, right? After that, we saw, folks, how you can use ChatGPT as your mock practice coach, right? how you can use ChatGPT as a mock interview practice course at $0 plan, right? Absolutely free version of ChatGPT, how you can use it for your mock interviews and how you can crack your upcoming interviews. That's how our students are getting 80, 90, 100% salary hikes because they are perfect at the knowledge and they're perfect at cracking interviews as well, right? After that, folks, we saw how you can use agentic AI, right? How we can, we saw like how you can automate your job hunting, right? How you can automate application for job, how automate like applying your resume to some particular job profile by using Comet AI. And we saw like how you can create your own personal AI employee, right? Your first AI employee by using n8n. We saw how you can create your 24/7 personal AI employee by using n8n. Even I have 4 employees. Goenka has 5 employees under him, which are n8n agents, right? And finally, we saw how you can access to your desktop or how you can access to anything that you want without touching your laptop. You can be on vacation and you can get entire work done by using this particular AI agent of Claude, right? So, folks, because of the kind of learning, my students like Ishitapan, she got 38% salary hike, right? She got 38% salary hike. My student like Udaya Kumar, right? Udaya Kumar got 55% salary hike because of the kind of learning we were able to deliver them. After that, my students like Sadashiv Prasad, right? He is a healthcare professional and he developed entire application, right? He then developed vibe coded entire application in just matter of minutes, right? We have our students like Anil Maharana who got 123% salary hike. And these are just few examples, right? And I have hundreds and hundreds of such students because they learned the skills of the future. They learned the 10x way of doing things. Now, folks, do you understand the true potential of artificial intelligence in your day-to-day tasks? Now, folks, do you understand how AI can easily take over most of your work and how you can be soon out of job if you do not master it? Now, do you see why prompt engineers who have skill of talking to AI are getting paid upwards of 39.3 LP in India? Now, folks, do you understand? Do you realize how important it is for you to not just master? Now, do you realize how important it is for you to master the most in-demand technologies in order to not just grow exponentially your career, but like not just survive but grow exponentially your career and get the salary increment that you always deserve, right? So, if your answer to all of these questions is yes, drop in the biggest yes in the chat box. Now, folks, are you absolutely realizing why it's not about survival? If you want career hike, if you want salary growth, you need to learn AI. You need to master how to use AI for your particular profession, right? Yes, 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 absolutely right. Books. Right now, right around us, thousands and thousands of working professionals are getting laid off. A lot of your near ones, a lot of your dear ones, a lot of your friends must have gotten laid off in past 1-2 years because of this AI wave, right? It is happening on international level, right? Mark Zuckerberg said that he's not going to hire a single person, right? He's not going to hire a single engineer because of the AI advancements, right? And Meta officially told their employees that use AI or their appraisal is not going to happen, right? Their appraisal is going to be dependent on their AI use, right? After that, Iman Mustaq, who is CEO of Stability, he said that AI is already better than all of the Indian IT outsourced workers, right? Just imagine what is going to happen to job of all of these people if AI is able to do all of this job at this fraction of cost, right? Because of that, we can see layoffs are happening left, right, and center. Meta laid off employees. Indian startups fired more than 4,500 employees, right? Accenture fired 11,000 employees. HSBC started laying off people, right? Oracle, Amazon, Microsoft, right? Microsoft laid off people, and now they're planning to focus on AI hiring, right? That is happening right around us. It is very, very sad, but that's the reality of 2026, right? Forever layoffs, disengagement for some pay bumps, and for others, layoffs, right? People who can use AI, people who are proficient with this technology, they are getting pay bumps, and other people are getting laid off, right? In 3 in 10 company plan to replace employees with AI in 2026, survey finds. These things are happening right around us, and these kind of ads are already started popping up in like Silicon Valley, right? Stop hiring human, and AI will take 4 out of 5. Just imagine what is going to happen to rest of the 4, right? Just one person is going to have massive salary, and rest of the 4 people are going to lose their job, and this is happening right around us. Dell is laying off. AI agents are coming, right? Microsoft has laid off. AMD has laid off. You name the company. That company either has laid off or is planning to lay off employees because of rise of AI, right? So we are seeing that is happening in established companies, that is happening in MNCs, that is happening in Indian firms. No firm is safe from the layoffs, right? Intel cut the jobs. After that, whatever like profession that you can think of, maybe it can be marketing, it can be sales, it can be doctor, it can be IT professional, data analyst. Everything is getting impacted. If your job is white collar, if your job has computer to use, then your job is getting impacted because of AI, right? And if you don't master it, you're going to get laid off soon, right? Am MIT study finds AI can already replace 11.7% of US workforce, right? So this article is old. This article is of November 2025. It is like decade in AI world, right? After that, like AI has become so good. Like we had like 3-4 updates from Claude, 3-4 updates from ChatGPT, and right now, like the new estimate is around 28-29% of workforce, right? Why is this happening? Because when AI was just launched, it was just like a cool party trick, right? We used it for writing emails, we used it for like doing some silly stuff. But right now, AI is so good that AI is really good at intelligence. Right now, it can analyze data, it can write code, it can do economically valuable work, and it is just getting better and better, right? So that's why we need to work with AI. That's why we need to be awake and be start using all of these tools, right? Wall Street professional, finance professional, 200,000 finance professionals are going to lose their job because of AI. 95% marketing professionals are going to lose their job. Legal professionals, doctors, every single profession is getting impacted. Now you must be saying, Aditya, like I'm vice president of my organization, my job is safe. No, my dear friend, right? A major Chinese gaming company, right? A major Chinese gaming company, NetDragon Websoft, they replace their CEO with AI. CEO, the top boss, they replace their CEO with AI and the things are going great for them, right? Their stock rise after that. Just imagine if CEO can get be replaced by AI, what is going to happen to entry level jobs? What is going to happen to mid managers? And what is going to happen to your job, right? That's the sad reality of 2025, 2026, right? So, folks, we are an entire generation of people who are working in jobs which are not going to exist without AI in next 20 to 15 months. This is like old statement, right? Right now, I feel right now itself, we are an entire generation of people. Our jobs are not going to exist without AI right now. Who agrees with me? You cannot do your job without AI right now itself, right? If you want to do your job in efficient manner, you have to use AI. If you don't use AI, then you are going to be left behind. You are going to be replaced by someone who can use it, right? So, folks, if you try to compete with AI, you are going to lose, right? If you try to compete with AI, you are going to lose. Why? Because AI is smarter, faster, and cheaper than you. If you try to compete with AI, you are going to lose because AI is smarter, faster, and cheaper than you. But the best thing, you don't have to compete with AI. You can work with AI, right? You can work with AI. When you work with AI, you are going to win. Why you are going to win? Because AI won't replace you directly. A person using AI will, right? So AI is going to replace 4 out of 5 jobs, but one person who is going to be remaining, that person is going to get massive salary hike, 180, 300% salary hike, because that person is producing 5 times as much as output as compared to other resources, right? So that's why AI is not replacing people directly. People who are using AI are replacing people who are not, right? So you have to decide if you want to become a person who is not using AI efficiently, who don't know their AI tools, so who is not good at using these AI tools, or do you want to be that person who is efficient of all using all